Hey Spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome to Let's Play Civilization 6 as the Aztecs. Now, we've just recently unlocked the Research Lab, which is a building we definitely want to build. It gives us plus 10 science because of various bonuses that we have running at the moment, so we're going to go ahead and pick that up. We're also going to have a quick look at this city and make sure that we are focused on science, production, and food. So all three of those are important to us. We also need to improve this, so I'm wondering, do I have a builder charge nearby? And in fact I do. I'm going to run him over there to improve that. We also have a construction available in here. We did build a sewer, which again, we're doing because we want the boost towards democracy, which we now have. We also need to research radio, and in order to research radio, we need to build a national park, which means we need to get up to conservation, which means we need a neighborhood with breathtaking appeal. So let's have a look at the appeal map mode over here, and we want to look for one that has breathtaking appeal. Looks like I don't have a whole lot of places where I could get a breathtaking appeal. Over here is breathtaking 5, so in the capital we will be building the neighborhood. That is a hill though, so I will place it instead over here. But we are going to finish the Oxford University because it's a 20% science boost. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves the amphitheater. Let's go ahead and make sure this city is focused on food, production, and science. This city needs some builder charges, so I'm going to go over to here and I'm going to purchase a builder for the express purpose of improving some of these tiles. We'll grab an amphitheater just because it gives us a decent amount of culture, and culture is just as important as science for a scientific victory, if not more so. I'd say it's roughly on par. We finished the armory in here, and again, we want to get the research lab because it's the most critically important district or yield for our empire's science. We're going to build we're going to make another great work of art. Norway would like to have open borders. I think I'm just going to trade a normal open borders agreement. He will ask me for 1 gold per turn. That's fine. Looks like a city-state might have been murdered.
Science owes more to the steam engine.
There's steam power. We've built the university over here in Tlacopan. We're going to get started on the research lab. We have a market over here in Eridu. We're going to get started on the research lab, although I would like to place a district before I did that. We have a harbor. An entertainment complex would be good, but I'd like to build the one that goes on the water. So we're going to go for natural history here, after we grab Scorched Earth for the ability to, well, do I actually need this? I guess I could just in theory plug in the regular settler policy card. So maybe we'll do that instead in 3 turns, and then we'll do a little bit of settling over here during our golden age. I'm going to need my boats to be in position to cover those settlers. And in fact, it could be useful to have a couple of units over there as well. Let's choose our production here. We have a market over here in Eridu. We'd like to get the research lab. Then up here, we're going to continue to steal, but first we're going to take a promotion. We already have con artist and ace driver, so it might be a good idea here to get rocket scientist, which would allow him to disrupt rocketry. This is more useful if you're playing on a higher difficulty and you're worried someone else might beat you to a science victory, but otherwise it's not a big deal. He would like to buy these, although he values them very incorrectly in my opinion, so no. Seems to be making a very uneven offer. Right, we completed the shrine in here. We're going to grab the temple because it gives us +4 culture and a little bit of faith. And faith is always useful at various stages in the game. We're going to go ahead and continue to steal money because money is the most important yield in the mid and late game in my opinion. After production and science and culture and all that sort of stuff, it's just a hard one. The reason it's most important is because it's a resource that your spies can generate that you don't have to focus your empire around generating. We're going to just build some mines here to improve the production of these cities. And we'll continue on like normal. We're going to claim a great person here. This is Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin is going to make his merry way over to Tlacoco, and then he's going to run up here to get adjacent to 3 different tiles and generate me 1,500 science in a single turn. This crossbowman is going to move out with the assistance of these caravels. Unit needs orders here. I could place something here. That could be a good spot for a district when the city grows. I could get myself an entertainment complex in here, which I think would be a pretty reasonable thing to do to keep this city happy because it has a relatively high population and a relatively high demand for amenities. Let's see. Am I building districts anywhere? Not really. I could build one over here. I'm just going to tell you to let's just hang out here on the road and we'll see what we do with you. You're going to wait there. You're going to go over here and build another mine for me. We're going to go to the next turn. Mines are probably the most important tile improvements that you can make. Very few tile improvements actually make your cities much better. There's the Oxford University. That's plus 20% science in this city and 2 randomly chosen technologies for free. We also finished the Forbidden City, which gives us an extra wildcard policy slot. So we got colonialism. We got flight for free. And what else did we get? Ballistics, it looks like we got for free. Right? Did we get ballistics for free? I think we got ballistics for free. So getting flight opens up some options. We've completed the Oxford University in here, which is another 20% boost to science. I would like to get the research lab. And I will in fact go for that. We can now modify our government a little bit. I'm going to put these cards down here. And I'm going to get the production boost towards settlers, actually. And so let's park in here and just get some really, really fast settlers. So that we can do some colonial settling on this fertile land over here. Might settle here too to grab the pearls. We'll see. We've completed an amphitheater over here. Do we go for the art museum or the archaeological museum? The art museum, we are pretty close to getting another artist, and by pretty close I mean we're a decent way away, but it'll probably be easier than rather than having to spend production on an archaeologist. I'm just going to get you to park here until I'm building another district, and similarly you're just going to stand there. You're going to jump into the water. I'm going to link these guys up so they can protect you. And I'll bring a field cannon thingy as well. Or a bombard. You're going to just wait there. You're going to start crossing the water. You will continue to steal money from me. Excellent. And we'll go to the next turn. The general strategy again is just to try to fill out all these nice eurekas and generally just play in an intelligent way so that we can get to rocketry. We need to save up 7,000 gold for when we get to rocketry. In the meantime though, it might be okay to do some other stuff on the way. I do need to have radio in order to get a boost towards mass media, so I think I'm going to eat the unboosted technology to get the boost towards mass media. It also leads to radio also kind of leads in the direction we need to go in the tech tree, which is to satellites. So we'll just pick up radio and we'll delay our a thingy a little bit. It is time for Reina to move over to the capital because we will be purchasing the spaceport over there soon. So I'm going to reassign Reina to the capital because she has the ability to purchase districts, and the spaceport district on normal speed is about 7,200 gold. We're going to move you over here. You're going to stay back here to provide vision for any spawning settlers, and you're going to come down to here. It will be good to get a harbor in this city so that's easier to run off the edge here. We're going to create a great work of writing over here. I could sell these, but I think I don't need to sell them. I'll make that decision when I unlock spaceports. If I need the money, I'll do it. Broadcast centers are less important for us. Settler can move this way. We have this guy. He provides us with production towards a wonder. That could allow us to get a wonder that we otherwise wouldn't. Is there a wonder that's really important that we would like to get? I mean, I guess I could get Big Ben. That would double my money. Where could we build the Big Ben? Pretty sure it needs to be on a river, right? Let me just double check that. Alhambra wouldn't be bad either. For the bonus military policy slot, those are quite powerful. Probably the weakest of them all. Of all the policy card wonders. Must be built next to a river adjacent to a commercial hub district with a bank. Looks like we've kind of run out of places to place it, which is unfortunate. It's not the end of the world. It's not a super important one. We also don't really have a lake to build Huey on. But that might be something that changes, actually. So I might keep him around to quickly build Huey over here. This is a 3-tile lake. That would be worth... there's a 4-tile lake up here. Maybe I'll build it there instead. Although the loyalty is a little bit tougher here. So maybe if I slap down a Huey in here, that'll be just nice. We completed a settler. We need to make a decision about how many settlers we're sending. I believe I saw an enemy ship over here, a barbarian ship. We need to make a decision about how many settlers. I think I will settle here. I'll probably settle around here. I might settle in the desert a little bit and maybe up here too. I'll probably send like 4 or 5, maybe 6 settlers over. Not a huge amount, but not a tiny amount either. Alright, this guy is just going to skip his turn until we have the chance to build Huey or perhaps a better wonder. I want you to clear that if you can. You're going to build another great work of writing. The unit needs orders over here. Again, I don't really have a need for, or use for these builders right now, so it's going to park still and wait. Yep, I would like to be friends with Norway. That sounds like fun to me. We do want to maintain our alliance with Samaria, because remember, if we have an alliance with him, we are getting... Oh, sorry about that. Natural history. The zoo is a decent building. Most importantly, this gives us the water park, which means we don't have to use up a land tile to get extra amenities, which is really, really powerful. And we can get an archaeologist if we want a little bit more stuff. So the alliance here is giving us +2 science from trade routes. And we are we are also getting a free Eureka every 30 turns. And if we get our alliance upgraded again, which is unlikely, the game will likely end before we get to that point, we will get an extra benefit. I'd like to get up to level 3 with Stockholm. I do have enough envoys to do that. This will go up there. I'd like to get up to maximum with Hong Kong for the extra production from my factories. And otherwise, I'm going to hold on to this final envoy. My empire is slowly improving. You're going to wait there. You're waiting there. I'm not bothering to build those monasteries because they just give me faith, and faith isn't super important for my game. Now, faith is useful. Don't misinterpret me, but it's not important. There's a very clear distinction there. Whether something is useful or important. We're going to expend Charles Darwin here. This will finish radio, which will give us the boost towards mass media. Then we are going to pop in here and get to work on rocketry in 3 turns. We are going to need to sell stuff to get enough gold to purchase the spaceport, but we'll handle that when that turn comes. Right. We will recruit this great admiral. We're going to choose production over here. The seaport is not a terrible building. It's just really, really expensive, and so it's not really ever worth building in almost all scenarios. The workshop here would give us a little bit of culture and production, and so I think it would be worthwhile to do it. Oh, I forgot. I have +2 culture from workshops because I get an extra expenditure of my great people, which is really, really nice. Extra flanking bonus, sure thing. You're going to wait there. You're going to wait there. And you're going to move there. You're going to jump into the water just to make sure there's no barbarians over here, really is your job. Bring these ironclads around. Remember, we're just trying to make sure the water is clear for our incoming settlers. Just a small little optimization thing. So she wants to buy all this stuff and go on a joint war with Gandhi. I'm not really interested in going for a joint war with Gandhi or selling all my stuff. So I'm not going to bother with that for now. Goodbye. Yeah, I'm going to reunite as friends with Sumeria and then look to renew our scientific alliance because it's actually worth a decent amount of science. So let's go ahead and make a research alliance. He will likely pay me some gold. In fact, he'll probably pay me like 350 gold. A free 350 gold. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, a settler has been completed here. Let's send him on his merry way. Let's get another settler. We're going to retire this guy for another flanking bonus. You're waiting there. Yeah, I'm not really building districts right now. I think a water park here wouldn't be bad. Let's bring you down to build that. You can build that on your own. You have no more district slots. Do you have a district slot? You have no more district slots. Do you have a district slot? You have no more district slots. You definitely don't have a district slot. Need to make sure we have food prioritized as well as other yields in here. Otherwise the city will end up starving, which is not very good at all. You could build a water park in here. I'm kind of loath to spend this money, but I kind of need to. We'll bring you over. When I say I kind of need to, I mean I kind of need to in order to get that thing, right? I don't need to get that thing, but I need to spend the money in order to get that thing that I want to get. So that's unfortunate. All right, unit needs orders over here. Yeah, you can... I mean, I don't know why you're being weird. You could very clearly walk past that guy. Sometimes the pathing in Civilization 6 is a little bit... maybe it leaves something to be desired is a more accurate way to say that. A more diplomatic way to say what I was going to say. And we stole some more gold. We are actually going to need to get some gold, which is why we have those great works. Think of great works as a way for you to either generate culture. Otherwise, this would take 26 turns. You should never ever build a spaceport this way. Ever. Because you can just buy it for 7,200 gold, and we've been saving up enough gold to almost be able to do that. So let's just go talk to the AI and see if he wants to buy anything from us. I have this lovely copy of aluminum. You do not have that much money. Seondiak, you have more money. Would you like some aluminum? You don't want aluminum. Gandhi, would you like aluminum? Really? Okay. Norway. You are broke. Samaria, what would you pay for aluminum? You pay me 23 gold per turn. I want your actual gold. I want your current gold. What if I sold you... Let's see, let's talk to Gandhi. Let's make a deal. What if I sold you Don Quixote? You would give me 21 gold per turn. So that would be about this. Plus 8, maybe? Maybe that... Gotta always look to optimize. 9 gold per turn. There we go. That's an extra 350 gold, which gets us closer to our 720 gold. Let's make a deal with Seondiak. She has 600 gold. She doesn't have enough room for all this stuff. So she give me 36 gold, so she give me all this. Plus probably a decent amount. Alright, there we go. So that should be just enough gold next turn. Let's see if we can squeeze out that last little bit. I've already stripped you of all your money. You would like to buy this great work from me. Well, okay, you have no room for that. If they refuse a deal for a great work, they don't have any room for it. Ah, we lost the Ruhr Valley. Not the end of the world. We can now just build the Big Ben there instead, which is actually pretty well timed for this. So if I build the Big Ben, I teleport this guy over here. We can build the Big Ben pretty quickly. And that'll be all groovy, baby. Now we want to get to satellites. So we're going to get to work on advanced flight. There's no sense building these biplanes. We generate so much science at this point in the game that it's just not necessary. And I think I'm just going to build the 1, 2, 3, 4 settlers, I think. 4 seems like a reasonable number of late game cities to add to your empire. Considering they're not really going to do a huge amount for me, I think that's perfectly reasonable. I'm going to go ahead and grab the research lab in here. Then I'm going to grab the power plant in here, unless there's a particular thing that I really, really need. Well, I guess a builder wouldn't be terrible. I could also build the spaceport with builder charges. Actually, that might even be even more efficient. I want to test that first. I can't remember if that actually works, but if it does, that is OP as hell, because technically I can buy a spaceport for 10% the normal cost at this stage of the game. 775 gold, which is insane. I forget what you were doing down here. I think I was building this. We're going to switch to the water park. We are going to insert the production, switch back to the research lab. You guys are coming along over this way. Unit needs orders. We are going to continue to siphon funds just because we want more money. And you can see at this stage of the game, there's really not a whole lot of decisions. I know I've said this a few times, but there really isn't that many decisions we need to make. All of the important decisions have already been made that are going to dictate the outcome of this game. Really, at this point in the game, once you hit about like mid to late industrial era, it's just about execution, really. You can see it's quite windy where I am right now. I might see if I can shut that window, because the noisy wind is causing me issues. There you go. Alrighty, let's go ahead and insert production into the Big Ben. This will insert 315 production and shave 4 turns off of that. Let's switch over to the water park, and we're not going to spend our money just now. We're going to look to save our money so that we can double it with the Big Ben. That'll be quite handy. Keep exploring. Let's get these crossbows moved out. Crossbows are a bit redundant, but they should be good enough at this stage in the game for whatever we're facing. I'm going to move you back to cover these other guys. You're going to come back this way. We'll go to the next turn. Alright, so we finished a builder over here. Now for the... Oh, wow. That is insane. That is legitimately insane. Let's get to work on an archaeologist. I didn't know that applied to spaceports. Or maybe I did know it, but I had just forgotten. But in any case, that makes it way, 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 way better. We have a art museum up here, which is fine. Let's go ahead and grab the... I'm not going to actually finish this spaceport. I was just testing that. And so if that's the case, once I have the Big Ben in 2 turns, I will purchase a builder. But for the sake of it, I might actually just purchase the spaceport to show you what you're supposed to do. There's a neighborhood here that I need to build as well. But that's what I would do in a normal game, is just purchase it with Reina. Alright, Art Museum has been completed in here. We don't need the seaport, it would just give us gold and food. Not super useful, although this city is lacking on the food department, so it could be okay. Go ahead and build a trader for me. Why don't you escape on foot? He got away with the gold. Excellent. Then you are going to insert production into here. That'll finish that in 1 turn. Unit over here. Go ahead and get over to the coastline. You're covering all our duders. Duder McBooters. I'm going to settle. Where am I settling? Maybe on the desert hill. Right there? Sure, I like the desert hill. You're waiting there. You're moving out to assist. You're covering. It's just a good idea to have ships nearby. It's not going to protect you 100%, but it makes it less likely you're going to get screwed over by random barbarians wandering around the map. We're going to claim this envoy. He's not very good, but he's better than no envoy. I would have much preferred to have gotten the toys, and it would probably be worth it to spend the money on him to get him first. We shall see about that. We got a research lab in here. Very good. This city also could use some stuff, but it might be better off to just work campus research projects at this point in the game. Let's see. Do we want to do that, or do we want to continue to build things to keep the game interesting so that you get to see all these really nice tile yields? I think we'll just keep the game interesting. Maybe I'll build a seaport in here. That'll give a little bit of housing, a little bit of food, a decent amount of gold. It is most efficient to basically just do this and just start working campus research grants, because there's no more buildings we need in here. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You actually do need your own factory and power plant. You have built the water park. Excellent. Let's go ahead and finish that. You park in this city and wait. Just for the sake of fun, I will finish this spaceport, because I think there is a thing. Yeah, space race over here. Build a spaceport district. We're not going to insert in here because that would be a waste of his final charge. We'll save you for Huey. Jump in the water. You go there. You go here. Gain 500 gold and 2 envoys. Then we are going to send those envoys. I'm going to take over Buenos Aires so that I get even more production from my factories. You go there. You jump up here. You wait there. Unit needs orders. Alright, that's a good exploration. Alright, I'm going to call that the end of this episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. As you can see, we're heading into the late game, and we're going to be finishing up this game over the next 40 to 50 turns. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel, and remember to leave a comment if you want to give me any of your feedback, or if you indeed have any questions about the game and what I've been doing up to this point. I want to thank you guys so much. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.